Hello and welcome to Natural State Bonsai. Today we're going to do some trimming on some elms that I have here. I've got looks like 4 Chinese elms. Um, Actually, these two are rough bark or cork bark elms, and this is a Seiju elm. So let's get started on those right now. Okay, so here we are with the first elm, and actually, when I'm going to repot this next year, I'm going to go ahead and put it in that position there. So here's the front. Going around the side here. This is my favorite Chinese elm. I've had it for probably 5 years, and quite a bit smaller than this 5 years ago. I'm really proud of this one, and I've kept it exactly the height that I wanted to keep it. And it really doesn't need much pruning or trimming today, so we'll go through this one pretty quick. So right there, I'm going to cut off any stubs that I see, and let's see right there. Oh, let's see. Got one flipping back here. Take an old leaf off. Take another old leaf off. That one's coming from down under. That one's coming from down under. Take that. Leave that alone. These are growing underneath, so I'll take those. And another one there. These things are prolific growers, even in the late summer like right now. And like I said, not a lot to do on this one here. I see something hanging down here. Okay, and I'm pretty much done with this one right here. This is Chinese bonsai number 1. Okay, we're back. This is my cork bark, one of my cork bark elms, and if you'll notice, I got a lot of hanging branches here. They just kind of fold over, and I don't know what makes them do that because they're in the sun all day long. They should be going up, but they're not. So we'll take care of all of those, and we'll start now. I'm going to go ahead and clip all of these ones that are pointing downwards. Take care of them now. And I'll get that in a minute. Here's another one hanging down. Take care of that. Another one coming down. Another one coming down. All of these coming down. Again, I don't know what's causing that. But the nice thing about the Chinese elm is when you cut something back, you don't have to worry about another branch growing back because it will definitely grow back. So again, another one here. Another one here. And I'm just going to cut all these off before I look at anything else. Right there. Right there. Crossing over. I'm going to shorten this one a little bit. And I'm going to cut this back a little bit. So, got some more hanging down here, curling down. Another one curling down over here. This one's even curling down. It's cross coming towards me in the, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to see where my front's going to be, which it's about time to pick one on this tree here. I kind of like that, but let's see. Probably this was going to be my front. Even though I've got a scar here, it's pretty well, it's healing really, really well. And I think I'm going to use this as my front. And with that said, I'm going to take this one off here. There's a stub there. Cut this one back just a little bit. I got this one right here. I'm going to cut out. It's another one coming down here. Take care of that. Another one coming down. Take care of that. Okay, and then some of the ones that are standing straight up, except for my apex here. I'm going to let that grow a little while. The stub here. Cut this one back just a little bit. I'm going to cut this one back. Yeah. Cut this one back here. That's really congested in there. Let's see what's in there. Okay. On some of these smaller buds and branches coming out, you can just pull those off like so. Actually, it's much easier to pull them off than it is to try to cut them off. Let's see, another one straight up there. Coming down underneath. And multiple branches coming out of that one spot there. We're going to get rid of that. Let's see. And I think that's all I'm going to do for this one. Next year, it is due for a repot next year. And so I'll go ahead and I'll do some more refinement for next year. And with that said, I think this one's also done. Here we are with Chinese elm number 3. This is also a cork bark elm. And this is a much smaller. It's in a 3-inch pot, training pot. And so we'll just start on it. And this is going to be a pretty quick trim also. I'm going to keep this one small. I love Chinese elms. I don't like them any bigger than the one I just showed you. I do have a couple of winged elms that are larger than that. Actually, some fairly large winged elms. And but I prefer these smaller trees. So with that said, I think let's see. I think I'm gonna take that all the way off. Yeah. Crowding right here, I'm gonna get rid of. And not too much more on this one right here. I believe That's all I'm going to do with this one right here. Okay, this is the fourth Chinese elm. This is a regular Chinese elm, and I got this from my friend up in Northwest Arkansas, and it was actually pretty sick this spring, and I put it in the shade for a while, and I just recently, the last month or so, put it out into the sun, and it has really blossomed out with a lot of leaves. So we'll start on this one right here. Again, I'm going to take care of all of the facing down branches, and before I do anything else, there. There's another one. Another one there. That would be my front. So go in here and clean some of this out. Get rid of this stub right here. I'll do some cleanup on that at some point. Get rid of that right there. Another one hanging down here. Another one hanging down. Another one here. Crossing over there. Just extended too far out. Cut it back a little bit. Cut another one back here a little bit. I've actually got two kind of sets of leaves going here. Now what I will do is next spring, because it's been so, this one has not been the healthiest tree. Next spring, after it puts out its first flush of leaves, I'm going to go ahead and go in there and defoliate this entire tree and get my leaves a little bit smaller and more uniform in size. So I'll work on that now. And let's see here. Boom. 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 And I really don't want to do too much on this one because, like I said, it's actually probably still in some sort of recovery mode. And so I'm not going to do a lot of pruning on this one right here. And with that, I think I'm going to call it a day. I don't know. I'm debating on whether I want to get rid of this one right here. I think it does have some green leaves on it. I think I'm going to leave it. And I've got one here to crossing. Let's see what that looks like without that. All right. Okay. That's enough. Okay, so we've completed this one right here. Okay, here we are with elm number 5. This is a Seiju elm. And this is the third time that I've trimmed and pruned this one back. Matter of fact, I even cut the heights down to about from there to about here. It's still a little bit higher than I really would like to see it. And this thing, it grows out of control most of the time. You have to really stay on these to keep them looking decent. So with that said, this one's probably going to take the longest and the most difficult to prune and everything. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and just cut some stuff back. and compact it a little bit. If I see something really out of whack, I'll go ahead and take care of it then. Like this right here, branches. Was coming out of nowhere. That one's coming out of nowhere. And again, just keep cutting back. And all I'm trying to do is like work on starting to make some pads. This tree here looks pretty good when it's in pad mode. I say pad mode, you know what I mean. Or it's showing the pads the way with some space in between. And all of the branches that are actually leaning back, I'm getting rid of those too. So let's see. I'm going to take this off here. Actually, I use that for cutting. Stick that right back in there. Okay. We're getting close to being done here. I'm debating on whether I want to move this branch right here. I do want to bring that one down. Yeah, I want to remove this branch. There's another cutting. I want to take this one off here too. I'm going to hopefully for some better branching, some back budding in here to where I can get some more branches. I would like a branch here and a branch here, but we'll see what happens over the next month or so. Like I said, these things here, they're prolific growers and they grow so fast. So it should do fine. Only thing I'm going to do, and I'll do it off camera, is I'm going to bring this branch down a little bit so that it looks a little. I might even bring this branch down a little bit. Sometimes the branch, it's so thick in there, you really can't see what you're cutting. You have to really get in there and look around. Okay, so we're gonna drop my scissors now. That's the end of this one, and that's the end of today's video. Like I said, I'll drop this down today off camera, and I'll drop this down off camera, and later this fall we'll take a look at it again if I have to prune it anymore. And so with that said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks. See y'all later.